Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. So today we are going to do our oracle reading. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what oracle message Spirit has for us today. Spirit team, what oracle message do you have for my collective today? Okay. We have, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So let's go ahead and look that up. It says, the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't be like you. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who's in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. And so it comes with a, what's it called? Journal entry. How can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think? Yeah, that's like the big thing, right? We always care about what other people think, especially people on social media. You know, we care about what other people think. I always say, like, I don't care about what other people think. I mean, to an extent I do, because it's you guys who make my channel, right? But they're talking about negative comments. You know, usually when it comes to social media, when I see people posting their whole lives on social media, their kids on social media, you know, plastering your gym content, your content with their kids, this and that and the other, and their friends, and all over social media. It's like, what does that get you? Are you looking for validation outside yourself? Are you begging people to like you? What is it exactly that you're doing? How insecure within yourself are you that you find the need to post your whole life over social media so people can judge you? To me, it's kind of like, you know, maybe there's some inner work there that needs to be done. So let's go ahead and pull some more oracle cards. I'm going to get my lotion. I'll be right back. Okay, so we will get some telepathy oracles, see what we get here. It's been a long weekend. It feels like I haven't posted in like weeks. For those of you who don't know, my daughter is neurodivergent. She had a tough time this weekend. And so she seems a little better today. She had a tough time mentally this weekend, but she seems okay today, which I'm grateful for. It's just kind of day by day, you know. We have commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building successful relationships. So commitment, important factor in building a successful relationship. You know, when I was in high school, I dated this guy named Mike, and I thought he was really cute. He was a football player. really nice guy, really funny, and I liked him. And we were
to go on the airport.
No. And I was dating him, but all of my friends thought he was weird. They're like, "Don't date him. Don't date him. He's this, he's that." And because I wanted to, I guess, impress my friends or whatever, I dumped them and I regretted it. We all have weirdness. I'm weird. Everyone's weird. People say I'm not weird, I'm normal. But what is normal? Normal, just like reality, is perception. What one person's normal is not another person's normal. Commitment. There's a need to have a sense of commitment to not only your partner's weirdness, but your own weirdness. If you can't open up to your own weirdness, then it's never going to work, because you're not open enough to allowing people to see who you are. Allure, consider the situation carefully. Yeah. This makes me think of like, I wanted to say it's a phase, like, not that the weirdness is a phase. Consider the situation carefully. If you see someone with weird quirks or idiosyncrasies, it's really important to make sure that you discover, is this something I can live with? And don't expect them to change. Don't say, "Oh, they have this thing. Oh, but I can fix that. I can change that." Well, it's not up to you to change it, right? It's a matter of committing to someone and saying, "You know what? Yeah, he or she has these quirks, or they have these quirks. But you know what? It's okay. I still love them." And it's about loving yourself too. You might have these quirks or these things that you're like, yeah, I'm weird like that, and I don't know why. It's about embracing yourself and saying, this is just who I am, and I need to be able to embrace that. Yes, trust your intuition. Bond of love grows stronger over time. Link. To me, this has to do with self-love. I know, like, for me, I have certain things that I don't know if you would call it OCD. I refer to it as that because I don't know any other ways to do it. But it's, for after a while, it's like the ability to be able to accept that, not just in other people, but yourself, and say, okay, that's just one of the things that they do, and it's something I can get used to, and that's okay. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Acceptance, tolerance. You teach people how to love you by how you love yourself. If you're constantly criticizing yourself and judging yourself, and you're teaching other people to criticize and judge you. Because the only way they can learn how to love you is by watching you love yourself, right? Like, a lot of times people say the best way to know how they're going to treat you is how they treat their parents, or how they treat their friends. If they're abusive towards their friends and family, they're going to be abusive towards you. They're not going to suddenly change just because it's you. Let's get some Yin Yang Oracle. You know what? Let's go ahead and get tarot. And I'll just do tarot the way I usually do it. That way I'm not confused. And then at the end of this, we'll get a message from the universe. So, can I get some information on this, please? Okay, that's too many. Oh, I didn't even put any lotion on. Yeah, I'm so happy. I think it was yesterday finally. Yesterday finally, it was sunny for the first time in a week, and the snow's gone. Oh, and it's supposed to rain, I think, on Wednesday, but hopefully this lasts longer.
We're gonna go to kids' gym on Wednesday.
Yes, we're going to the kids' gym on Wednesday. So let's get some tarot on embracing your weirdness. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Swords upright, Two of Swords upright, and Strength card upright. Wow, we have 3 swords here. 3. Let me move these. Okay, so the Nine of Swords reversed. Nine of Swords reversed is about learning to cope. It's about like coming out of like anxiety and worry. It's learning to cope. It's like sometimes, especially as we grow up, especially when people tell us things, you know, oh, why do you do it that way? That's weird, or that's weird. Like, why do you say it? That's weird. And we let it get into our head, right? Oh my God, they think I'm weird. Oh my. With the Nine of Swords, it's about embracing it, learning to cope, saying, yeah, that is the way I do it. I've done it always that way, and it just works for me. Instead of getting embarrassed by someone saying what you do is weird, say, yeah, I've always done it that way. You know? We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed about being impatient. Because we have commitment here. Knight of Pentacles reversed is no commitment. I wanted to say, because I'm looking at this and there's like a graph, line graph, and then there's like a Rubik's Cube, like weird. People could say you're weird. Maybe you're like sciencey and stuff. But the Knight of Pentacles reverse is really about, because it came out right under allure, consider the situation carefully. So to me, this is about, you know, I'll give you an example. My daughter's dad has a stutter. It's a really prominent stutter. People get impatient listening to him. I've learned to be patient with what he said, when he talks. And so it's that impatience. You know, he told me, as someone who stutters, he hates it when people finish his sentences for him, especially when that's not what he was trying to say. And so I've learned to understand and be patient and let him finish. It's kind of like that, like having someone that has some kind of idiosyncrasy and getting impatient. It's like, you know, my youngest daughter is, she's special needs. She's neurodivergent, and she repeats things over and over and over. Sometimes for 10 minutes, she'll repeat the same thing over and over. And it takes that patience. It takes that understanding. It takes that need to be compassionate, right? So consider the situation carefully. Is that something, is the weirdness something that you can learn to be compassionate and understanding about? It's really important. You know, I think that I tend to be a very impatient person. I feel like God put my daughter's dad and my daughter in my life to teach me to learn patience and understanding and compassion. And I've been able to do that really well. We have the Five of Swords. This is conflict and competition. Conflict, right? It says, it came out under yes, trust your intuition. you know, when it comes to weirdness, it can cause conflict, right? I don't think it would cause competition, but it can cause conflict because it's like, you know, our need, want, our desire to say, can you stop doing that? Like, can you change that? The person's like, change what? Like, this is who I am. You just want me to change who I am? Okay, so trust your intuition. If it's something that you can handle, you can work with. And when I say, like, I make it sound like I'm talking about other people, I'm talking about within yourself too. So what do you do if you have a quirk that you can't work past? It's really important. You have to trust your intuition. Is this something I need to learn to cope with and understand about myself? Or is this something that maybe I can change? You know, a lot of times we talk about nervous tics. We talk about, you know, to me, it's bad habits. You know, if it's a bad habit that you do, then that's something you can change. But if it's just something that you do, then it's about trusting your tuition as far as, is this going to be a problem or is it something that can be worked with? We have the Two of Swords, indecision. With indecision, it's Two of Swords. Two of Swords is also about hidden information because we have a lure. Consider the situation carefully. Study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Okay, there's a need here for clarity and truth because whether it's with yourself or with other people, how are you going to know if you don't say anything or you don't say anything either to yourself or someone else, right? Finally, we have strength. Study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Being strong. I mean, yeah, it takes a lot of inner strength to put aside the judgment that comes automatically and learn to be compassionate, understanding, and tolerant. I mean, that's what I've had to do with my family. And it's interesting because with my mom and my brother, but they're narcissistic personalities, both of them. So in that sense, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be compassionate and understanding. I'm just going to separate myself from you guys because I don't need that in my energy. But when it comes to my daughter's dad, he's a really good man, a really hard worker. He's a good provider. He's a good guy. So I'm like, you know what? He has this thing going on, and I've learned to work with it and to understand it and be patient and allow him to finish. And with my daughter, with hers, same thing. You know, last night she went on a 15-minute cycle of asking the same question over and over. And it's up to me to sit there and just every time she asks a question, I act like she's asking it for the first time. You know? And it's a need to not just get frustrated and say, will you stop that? No, because she's not doing it to annoy me. She's doing it because she can't. It's not something she can control, right? So let's look at the Nine of Swords reversed. Oh, that was quick. Wow, look, we have the Five of Pentacles out in the cold. So Five of Pentacles is hardship, right? And it came out right under the Nine of Swords reversed. So it's about overcoming hardship, recovery from hardship. But like hardship, I don't mean oh, whatever this is such a hardship. No, like hardship as in it's something that bothers you. It's about committing to whatever this is, a relationship, a friendship, family, whatever, and being able to work through it, right? So Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Wow, we have the Chariot. Consider this situation carefully. Knight of Pentacles is about being impatient, but the Chariot is taking control. Okay? You can't take control of other people, but you can take control of yourself. You can learn how to be able to, I don't want to say deal with it. Like, that's like a harsh word. Like, how to be able to work through it with the person, right? You need to take control of it. So 5 of Swords, can you clarify? Next, 7 of Pentacles, patience. Okay, 7 of Pentacles is cultivating, it's nourishing, but it's also about harvesting, beginning to harvest, right? This could be the situation, like with my daughter's dad and my daughter. I have to really like kind of cultivate and nourish the situation, and nurture the situation and learn how I can cope with it, because I feel like if it's become something that's really, it puts you in this 9 of Swords energy, we tend to scrap everything else just to get away from whatever this weirdness is. And I've been able to deal with it, especially with my daughter's dad. Be able to see it as something endearing about the person rather than annoying. So 2 of Swords. Oh my gosh, that's too many. Okay. A burden. A decision. It says the bond of love grows stronger over time. We have a decision here. And 10 of Wands. Making the decision. Is this going to be a burden for me? Is this going to be too much for me? And making a decision. Whether you can handle someone's weirdness or not. And then we have strength. Wow, we have the 9 of Wands. Study. Let love show you how to learn from each other. Strength. And the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is like wounded warrior. It's like protecting your wounds. To me, 9 of Wands it's not defensive. Like, it's like protecting yourself. Like, I've been hurt before, and so I'm not going to let myself be hurt again. Yeah, it takes a lot of strength, especially when you deal with people that do have who are out of the realm of the average person and do have some special things that make them extra unique. It takes strength to be able to work with that. With the 9 of Wands, it's about the strength to stand up. It's kind of like breaking a horse or taming a wild animal, right? Not to say that that's what people with special things about them are like wild animals, no. But it's getting back in the saddle. So let's pull some Yin Yang Oracle, then we'll pull a message from the universe.
I'm hungry.
Okay, my love. Give me a second. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Whoa. We have guarded and vulnerable. Or guarding your vulnerability, right? That's the 9 of Wands. Guarding your vulnerability. It doesn't hurt to open up your heart more. And again, with the 9 of Wands, it's really just about being open. I don't want to say opening yourself up to, but being more vulnerable. Thoughts and isolating. Yeah, decision, right? Taking some time to think about this. Is this something that you can work with? And if it's family members like me, my daughter's dad, and my daughter, if it's a situation that you can't walk away from, it's really about being able to take some time to think about what is the best way for me to deal with this situation. Guilt and sabotage. Yeah, with conflict, it's like, what is it? This Five of Swords, conflict. You know, with guilt and sabotage and conflict, I don't know why I'm just like, off, but guilt and sabotage. We have harvesting, autumn. Again, this is about, with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about harvesting the things that you've cultivated, that you've nurtured, like seeds of, like, let's say, patience, understanding, tolerance, the ability, how do I best work with this person, right? And then we have renewal, spark. Being able to make that change. So, I mean, I think this is kind of an appropriate spread because of, my daughter being the special person that she is. It's gotten a little worse lately, but it's about being able to navigate that. I look at her and I always tell myself, if I have to take care of her like this for the rest of her life, I'll do it happily. So let's get a message from the universe. Oh, okay. I don't want that one, Spirit. Get a new one. Okay. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Yeah. We talked about renewal and spark, right? Sometimes people come into your life to teach you lessons. I feel that way about my daughter's dad and my daughter, to teach me patience, understanding, tolerance, acceptance. And I think it's done a good job of doing just that. It's allowed me to really think of the person than of the, I don't want to keep saying idiosyncrasy. So weird. It's a hard word to say. They're quirks. It's taught me to really understand their quirks more and be more patient and understanding with them. So that was my message. That was my oracle message. Again, I have free readings. The sessions I offer are free introductory sessions. I'm going to start doing like healing and coaching sessions. So sessions are going to be like a free introductory session, so you know what to expect. I'm working on putting the session packages together. Also, I'm starting a crochet business, crochet plushies. In 2019, I had a crochet plushie business, and I was making them and selling them, and I even had a return client who would use my plushies for her photo shoots. And I'm going to do it again. I was divinely inspired to restart that. So I'm really excited about that. I'm still going to do this, but I'm going to do that as well. So all my information is down below, including ways to donate, and my other social media. So have a beautiful day, week, weekend, month of your life. Remember to live in and spread love, joy, compassion, gratitude, kindness, peace and enlightenment, and patience. And I will see you next time.